What's going on, guys? My name is Spartan Gamer and welcome to my top 10 Elder Dragons video. I am so glad that you are joining me for this. As you can see, I'm dressed up really smart for this occasion, even getting the pretty sword out. And man, it's been a real journey to get here, and it's probably okay, interrupt my video, why don't you? This is probably gonna stir up for some people who really like some of these monsters, but be a bit, you know, on the fence. Some people might get upset with me, but like, this is my personal list. And let's kick things off with number 10, the Golden Queen. And I really hope that you enjoy this video. It's been a long time coming. And yeah, after this top 10 we can jump into the Iceborne stuff, and I'm very excited for that. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go see Khov and I'll explain why she's at the number 10 spot. Let's do this. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Khov in the beautiful caverns of El Dorado. A very underutilized map, if I can let you know. You can only fight her in this, and this is the only time you ever get to see this map ever, which is a shame. Look at this. Okay, she looks absolutely stunning, yeah. Okay, just take a moment to just appreciate the beauty of Khov, ladies and gentlemen. The Golden Queen. Literally, this place is called the Caverns of El Dorado. I'm not calling it that because it's golden.
At last.
The Golden Palace. It's beautiful.
Now get out there.
Okay. So, why do I hate this monster? Well, firstly, I gotta run around looking for her in this map that I have no clue where anything is. It is a siege monster. That is a key point. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have finally found her. Literally after searching for like maybe 10 minutes. Okay, so that just proves how irritating she is. But the biggest annoying part is this part. She doesn't do anything. Like, she literally does not do anything. She does not fight you. To continue, okay, let's just get a better angle on her. I gotta pick up these bloody tracks constantly to build up some stupid meter. So I can't fight her like a normal Monster Hunter experience. How about that? God, she's probably gonna one-shot me. Okay. There's like, you gotta constantly pick up tracks and pick up gold and do all these stupid things. And because she's a siege monster, she'll only show up during seasonal events, which probably happen 4 or 5 times a year periodically. So they're not even a constant. Or can at least, like... Oh, look at that. She doesn't even react to sling ammo. She just you check. Oh, gold chip. That's nice. I got points. This is so much fun. But if you fail to do that in a certain amount of time, she just buggers off, and then you gotta do this same boring thing constantly, and I just can't stand it. I'm sure her fight is interesting and fun and all that, but I cannot deal with not being able to fight the monster freely as I want. Like, okay, let me get this off my chest while she buggers off. Like with Xeno, okay, yes, Xeno. Also, Xeno's not a seasonal monster. He just randomly will show up, which I'm okay with. That, you check, I gotta pick up all this crap in order to fight her. But Xeno, cool, we'll just randomly show up. I can fight it twice, enjoy myself, have a good hunt. This, no, it doesn't happen. And for that, I just cannot. She's just, no. Look at it, look, Khov will leave the locale soon. Guarantee you, I searched for her for 10 minutes, and then she just disappears. I have to beat the crap out of her in what, 2 seconds? In a little corridor. What is she, modeling or something? And I can't deal with that. It's so irritating. Where is she? Oh, watch, she's gonna come through here. Let's Let's see. Ah, so impressive, you useless, absolute. I can't stand this monster. I won't. People probably say the Call of Taroth siege is good, it's fun, it's nice, good on them. They can enjoy it. But I cannot stand where I can only fight a monster periodically, or I must do a flippin' MMO. Bugger off, you stupid thing. To fight a monster. I should be able to just fight the monster freely and enjoy myself, and Call of Taroth does not offer that, and for that she is just the worst Elder Dragon in base Monster Hunter world for me. There, I said it, deal with it. If you don't like it, that's my opinion, make your own list then. Let's move on to number 9, and hopefully it's actually better and more entertaining, because I'm not gonna fight something that doesn't even fight back. What's the point? You can see, you can hear it in my voice, I'm so upset. Let's move on. I'm done with this. Call of Taroth can bugger off. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to Elder Dragon, number 9. OGs of the channel will know exactly who this is. This colossal beast. Elder Dragon, number 9. Ah, I love him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so as you can see, he's rumbling there in the distance. I thought, you know what? Just before I hop onto him, I explain a little reason why I love this monster in number 9 spot and more than Kolv. Well, because it is just a random occurrence, you know, it's one of those random encounter monsters. I don't have to fight him specifically at certain points of the year, you know, and he'll show up 2 hunts, you hunt him, and you can enjoy it. So that's what immediately makes it better. Plus he has multiple stages, so let me show you. Cool. So for one, because obviously he's so bloody massive, you actually have to hop onto him.
All right.
And
hold nothing back.
You have to destroy
Located.
These magma cores, do damage to these bad boys, which of course isn't anything fun, isn't anything interesting. That's pretty much it. There's 3 of them, you do damage to those, and then you move on to the next phase. So really he's a lot. Some people will say he's boring compared to Kolv, but definitely he's been tweaked and is a lot better in his arch-tempered form. But the fact is that I don't have to fight him at certain times of the year and do a stupid, you know, pick up tracks and do this or do like a complete set of nonsense in order to fight him. I can just enjoy the hunt and the monster for what it is. I'm trying to just get to his head as I just described.
I think Zora Madros is charging up power.
But I don't think you can.
We can't let Zora discharge its energy.
So then of course there's also the final bit where you fight it, where you gotta repel it from the bridge. But what the? With the magical power of editing, we'll be there in about 3, 2, 1, and now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the bit I was talking about that is awesome, where you get to use cannons and you fight it at the barrier as like this. Like check, you push the cannon. Okay, wrong way though. You push the cannons, right? And then you fire the cannons, and you pray and hope that they actually hit the bloody target, and they do because I'm good at the game. You grab your things, right? And you shoot little crossbows, all fun. You restrain him. And then you do more damage. Like even you check, even little Holly's doing. I mean, how do you not love this bit? Go Holly, go! Yes! good cat, come, let's show them why Zora Magdaros Siege is fun. But in all honesty, like, once the novelty of it wears off, that's it, you know, then it's just this boring, repetitive quest. But other than that, it's enjoyable. I enjoy it. I won't say this is boring, but honestly, once the novelty wears off, it does get boring. You do it a couple of times, it does get boring, yeah. But before we end, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you the best part.
Hold nothing back.
The Dragonator.
Hey, partner!
Look at that. Big,
Zora Magdaros
massive...
isn't anywhere weak enough.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
So, yeah. Zora Magdaros, amazing monster. Really fun, but could offer more. He's, like I said, he's arch-tempered, is more intense, but again, still the whole novelty thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna move on to, what's it, number 8 now. But he's a nice monster. He's beautiful. He's the first monster you actually encounter in the story while you're traveling in the cinematic. So he does hold a special place in my heart. I do love him. So, you know, he's just... there's just not much you can do with him and against him. So that's what I have to say for Zora. So moving on, let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, meet Elder Dragon number 8, Lunastra. You've seen her already, what she's done very recently, and it's pretty obvious why she's actually so low down. I actually kind of despise her, let's be honest. But besides not being as fun and enjoyable as Teostra, her husband, right? It's the cheapness of her moves that get it, that do it for me, right? That microwave attack, her ultimate, where she'll just keep nuking the zone, is absolutely horseshit as to how strong it is. And you know, she's just doesn't do it for me. She's just been always been a tough fight. She's definitely more fightable, let's say, than all the others, or the previous 2 that have been on this list. So for that, but because of just how cheap she is, it's quite upsetting and really doesn't make her that enjoyable of an experience. So, you know what? She doesn't do it for me. And I'm telling you, all the others that are yet to come are infinitely better. Even the next one, which will be a massive surprise. But at least that cheapness factor you can overcome with the next monster, whereas hers is just insane. So, other than that, I don't have nice things to say about her. I don't like fighting her at all. And just the fact that she just puts fire everywhere is also quite annoying. So, before it gets more unpleasant than it already is... Oh, speaking of, let's move on before things just become a nightmare. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, well, Elder Dragon number 7 needs no introduction than its notorious nature, the Kirin. And I know what some of you are thinking, like, what? You're putting Kirin above Lunastra and all those others? You hate him, or her, whatever the hell this thing is. You've said how much you hate it and how much of a notorious nature it has, and a love-hate, more hate-hate relationship, I hear some of you saying. Well, yes, but like I said, you can counteract the cheapness that he has by just sharpening your weapon. You know, it's not something that's too much of a problem. Yes, his body gets rock hard, like something else. But you know, you get a sharp enough weapon, that means nothing. I mean, granted, but he's pretty cool. Lore-wise, absolutely love it. I mean, it's a flippin' thunder unicorn. Like, come on. He's unique amongst Elder Dragons, so he earns my respect for that. His lore of being this graceful, majestic creature, so gentle that when he walks, he doesn't like to disturb the blades of grass that he walks on. That's just, you know, out of the fantasies and the stories behind him. So fast that he can run across oceans, that he seems to teleport. Man, stop moving. But in the end, yes, as much as I despise him and how difficult he is for me, even in Master Rank, he's still very unique. And his gear is pretty awesome. His armor, really, really nice. Weapons, I guess I prefer other weapons, but still, as I've noticed, they are really good. I can't complain about them. Where the hell is he going? Okay. So, yes, I may hate him. He's one of the most hated monsters for me personally. But, at least, he is somewhat entertaining. He does really interesting moves, and I love the lightning element. It's one of my favorites. So he does win it for me. His design, just looking at him, he is really pretty. So, and that's what I mean, on a design and an aesthetic point of view, he's absolutely unique amongst Elder Dragons. And it's funny to use that word dragon when describing a horse. But I think from here on, or going onwards, like number, I don't even know what number, but going from the Elder Dragons going upwards, it will be like less monsters I hate, more monsters I adore and actually really enjoy fighting, whereas these past 4 haven't been exactly that. But like every pack, there is the runts, and these just happen to be it. And Kieran and I have that special love-hate relationship, and I don't think that will change. It certainly hasn't changed over the years. So I think that's enough said about the Kieran. It's you've seen the hunt. It's an old hunt. Links will be down below, so please check it out if you haven't seen me fight him. Quite an interesting fight. A lot of pain and anger. So I'm gonna move on to the next one, and you know what? Let's keep this energy going, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get to the good ones, you know, the really good ones. So let's go. Yo, guys, welcome to a very special Elder Dragon. We are not there yet, but I wanted to do this little bit before meeting it. And I know a lot of you are wondering, Spartan, why the hell are you dressed like Geralt of Rivia? Aren't you supposed to be dressed up, you know, fancy? And I'm not dressed up like Geralt. I am Geralt. This is the Witcher 3 crossover event where you hunt a specific and special Elder Dragon. Well, not really an Elder Dragon, but you'll see it later. And Geralt is transported into the world of Monster Hunter. And you play as him and you hunt this thing from his world in Monster Hunter's mechanics. So I wanted to do this little bit and show him off very quickly before we get to the monster that I'm gonna inevitably show you. And no, before you say anything, I'm not including this because of the Witcher series on Netflix just being released. That isn't the case. I actually really enjoy this monster, so get that thought out of your head. It's just a coincidence that they release around the same time. Okay. Sorry about jumping in. Yes, we're still not at the monster, but I just want to show you a little more of Geralt in Monster Hunter's aesthetic and its design and how great he actually looks compared to his game. So yeah, this is just a little bit more of what he looks like. He looks so cool. Actually, my character has a similar scar on his eye, and he just looks fantastic in Monster Hunter's thing. This was released a while ago, and okay, this is now the last time I'm going to be talking about this and showing him off, but I wanted to get you a better close-up image of Geralt's face. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to meet Elder Dragon number 7. 6, I mean. 6. Eh? It is. Like I said, not really an Elder Dragon. In the Witcher's world, he's considered a relict. That is what he's called. But in the world of Monster Hunter, the Leshen has enough smarts and power to be classified as an Elder Dragon. And yes, we can do magic as Geralt, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the main reasons why this quest is so amazing. I know also what some of you are thinking. What? Why have you not shown us this? Why did you not do this hunt? Like, why have you not recorded us doing that? Well, you know, I just never thought of doing it, honestly. I don't know why, but really, it's an experience unlike any other, because I love the Witcher games. Well, I've only played 3, but I love the Witcher 3, that one. And you get to experience fighting this thing, and it is absolutely insanely difficult in that game, and he is so much harder in this one. And what also is super interesting, where the hell is he?
Come on.
He has an ancient form. It's called an ancient Leshen. There we go, teleportation. Right? Where the hell is it? That is like super hard and much stronger. And it's just such an experience compared to regular Monster Hunter and The Witcher. It's like the best of both worlds. And it's such a unique experience. Like, honestly, there is nothing like it. Like I mentioned, as it combines both the experiences of like 2 of my favorite games of all time. No. It is just something absolutely unique and fantastic, and I want to try something.
Come on.
Does this work? Bugger. It doesn't. So, you know what? The Leshen and its ancient form, yet though I haven't fought the ancient Leshen because it is quite a high rank thing, like a really tough. It is so... Oh! Jeez, that scared the crap out of me. It more than deserves its place being here for the fact that it's also one of the only things to be bipedal. Like you check, it's like a man. Whereas everything else, if it's on 2 legs, it's, you know, like got wings, and it's, whereas this is completely different and unique. And it's amazing. Oh my days, what the hell? So, if you really want to see more of The Witcher, check some gameplay of The Witcher 3, absolutely fantastic. Check some other people's gameplay on farting the Ancient Leshen, and the Ancient Leshen is absolutely amazing. Plus you get the outfit of Geralt and Ciri, so you can dress up as them, which is awesome. And you know, that's more than enough for me to make this experience fun, unique, challenging, and just all round good. So that's enough from the Leshen, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to move on to the next one, and I really hope that you enjoyed checking this bad boy out. Let's move on, shall we? That's a lot better, feeling more like myself again, and less like a Witcher slaying badass. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the top 5 of this top 10 list, and I'd like to reintroduce you to Elder Dragon number 5, Valhazark, the Master of Effluvium, and God of the Dead, as I like to call it, because of just how you know what, he's amazing. Let's just get that out of the way. As disgusting as he is, and just toxic and creepy, he's unique. Like totally. The effluvium, which is like this rotting parasitic gas, he uses it to, and he's flipping huge, for his own benefit. So obviously he didn't start like that. He's naturally evolved to use this. He is creepy, he is scary. The fact that he's covered in corpses, he is, like I still mentioned, he will fight Odogaron for alpha status of the Rotten Vale where he lives, but of course he lives a lot deeper than Odo does. Odo doesn't come this far down, like he won't come to this area where the acid pools are, because only an elder dragon can live in the heart of a literal mass grave full of acid. But his gear is absolutely fantastic. Weapons, one of the best dragon elemental weapons in the game, for at least for me. I love his gear. And I like also, anytime I can walk side by side with something that looks like something from the bottom of the ocean is fantastic. And the thing with elder dragons, they know they'll mess you up. You can see it in his eyes that he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up if you can mess with me. And for that, he's just like, chill. And it's nice just to walk with these beasts and appreciate the beauty that they are, and this fantastic spectacle that the artists have put in. So, you know, what the hell? They get even better as we progress. The harder he gets. His tempered form is an absolute nightmare. His arch-tempered form is even more so. And it's just really, really a totally unique experience that world has given me, and for that I really enjoy it. So, you know what, I'm not going to waste words. I'm not going to drag this out any more than it already has to be. Check out the original video to see more on him. It was my 2018 Halloween special. Really, really good video, if I do say so myself. They all are. Self pat on the back, shameless plug done. Let's move on to monster or elder dragon number 4. What say you? Well, if that isn't an introduction into elder dragon number 4, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is. Xeno'jiiva, the elder eater, another notoriously difficult monster for me personally. Absolutely a fantastic beast to fight, to try and speedrun, and to just get destroyed and be doing the destroying yourself. What more needs to be said about a monster, an elder dragon that hunts other elder dragons? I can end it there. Like enough said. Literally. But if I really have to elaborate, showing of course a little bit more of his aggressive nature, the scrappiness that I enjoy of a good fanged beast mixed in with the power of an elder dragon. His equipment, one of the absolute fantastic, one of the best armors. Oh my days, I think he was the first elder dragon I slew back in the day. At least I think. Memory could be wrong. It has been a while and I refuse to go and fact check, but I know he was one of the earliest ones I decided to show. And the reason for the notoriety in world, he was the first monster that I actually completely failed a quest on. Not like died once or twice, full on failed the quest and had to retry. He was just that difficult the first time. So, and even then, as you progress, he doesn't get easier. You can learn his patterns, but he's always a tough fight, a good, entertaining, muscular beast that just will absolutely destroy you and your hunter and your cat. Poor Holly, who I'm keeping away from all of this. She's been through enough already. She deserves a break, a holiday as well. Well, he will destroy you if you miscalculate by even a split second. one Habadam, one misclick, and you know, his dive bomb, one of the most unique. The regeneration factor, you break his spikes, he regrows them. Similar to, I mean, it's like natural defense at its finest. And the fact that he reminds me of a hedgehog as well is also a boost, because I love hedgehogs. I think maybe that's also why I like him, despite the fact that he's killed me more times than most Elder Dragons. So, actually I lie, I think Kieran's killed me more than he has. They could be tied, personally. But absolutely a fantastic I keep saying monster, Elder Dragon technically is a monster, but it deserves the respect. And something that isn't known, he is the balancer of this thing. Anything that's going wrong in the ecosystem, he's the one that cleans it up. He's the one that comes in and will sort it out. He is nature's defense mechanism against itself. And that is just fantastic. As he gets angry, his spikes start glowing black, he gets more rigid. I mean, you've seen the fight, so you know. But oh my days, is he just unique and fantastic and just a lovely monster to fight, despite the fact that he can piss you off like no other Elder Dragon can. Beautiful people, my Spartans, my loyal viewers, monster! I keep saying monster, Jesus Christ! Elder Dragon number... How the hell do you do that? Elder Dragon number 3, Kushala Daora. And I know, you guys are probably hella confused as to why oh, cool. Why he is actually this low. I mean, after all the praise and how much I kept going, I love you, I love you, I love you, in the hunt recently, I know it must be so weird seeing him this low down. Well, I'm gonna be honest, he was my favorite. Until we got to World and I experienced him, he was my favorite Elder Dragon. But with the tweaking of a specific monster that is yet to come up, and the release and showcase of a brand new Elder Dragon that came in World, you know, he had to be downgraded, unfortunately. And okay, nothing is immune to criticism. His weapons, his armors, fantastic. I'm not gonna go like I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'm even working my way to getting Master and Kushala gear. That's how good that stuff is. But the issues with him, right, is that he spends so much time in the sky, especially the more harder he gets. Okay, I need a bit more reaction out of him. Wake up. That the tornadoes is cool. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that it takes on the nature of whatever he's around. If he's here, it picks up crystals and dust. If he's in the fiery area, it makes a fire tornado. If he were to be in the snow, it would make an ice, you know, depending on wherever he is, it's a tornado. It picks up whatever the hell it wants. But he loves the sky, and the more harder versions of him become a bit immune to flash. And for someone who uses a sword, that's a bit of a problem. And then it's just, you know, he's in the sky, and then you have to wait for him to come down, and then he goes right back up into the sky again. And it can become a bit slow. So I'll admit that. Nothing's immune to criticism, and that's a bit of an annoying bit. But you can get past it if you enjoy the fight itself. And that's what I can do. You just work around it. You can play online with randoms, and then, you know, so you can work around it and still enjoy the fight. So yeah, without going on and on saying gear and weapons and sounding like a broken record for all of these monsters, honestly, he legit was my favorite monster and still is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know this is probably another major upset for a lot of you, but Elder Dragon number 2, the massive fire lion himself, Teostra. And you know what? I'm sorry if I've upset you with this list, if your favorites are not where they're supposed to be. You know, let me know what your favorites are and where you would put certain Elder Dragons. But you know what? Teostra, I know, you're probably thinking, how the hell have you ranked him higher than Kushala? And why? Well, two beautiful questions, and I'm gonna answer them right now. Well, why is he better than Kushala? I'd like to point out, well, he doesn't spend a lot of the time in the sky. He's on the ground a lot. Which, for someone who uses a sword, is wonderful. Simple. It's a simple thing. Hell, he's a fire lion. It's already awesome. He does explosions. But ultimately, him being reworked into world was so new and unique from what I was used to. Kushala was just like okay, here's world Kushala in world, right? But Teostra was a complete redesign, an overhaul. It was like Pimp My Elder Dragon, you know, it's this crappy thing, you know, so ununique and boring in the old games, and then the world treatment worked for him. He was a legit threat. He is fun AF and never stops being that. It continues way past high rank onwards to tempered to arch tempered. He is just an absolute powerhouse of an Elder Dragon, and his world redesign is again broken record time. The armor is fantastic for blast elemental power, and his swords, and actually let me not say swords because I use insect glaive as well, but have tremendous explosive power and look fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, and like I said, as you progress and he does the new moves and all that, it's just awesome. His supernova, his super move is better than that of Kushala's. It is actually threatening. Kushala's is like hit or miss, you know. If he doesn't get you with his charged up one, it will not do damage, whereas Kushala's, it does AoE damage, you know, area of effect. It's a massive supernova that explodes and does, and it's ultimately so much fun to fight this guy. I called him. If this cutscene isn't enough to tell you who the #1 Elder Dragon of all time is, then I don't know what is. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of Elder Dragons, Xeno'jiiva. Absolutely fantastic Elder Dragon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Xeno, #1 Elder Dragon of all time. And why is that? And you know what? I can gladly answer that question for you, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new monster. Actually, you know what? It is an Elder Dragon of note, of pure energy. Something that is totally unique to Xeno as a species. You know what? We have never seen anything like it. And you know what? I'm excited to see what Xeno is going to inspire. You know, what creative designers that we have at Capcom, what are they able to do with Xeno now that we know what an Elder Dragon of this caliber can do? I mean, just looking at the footage now, you can see clearly that it is just an absolute beast. It is fun as hell no matter how many times. It's one of those monsters that just randomly show up, you know, it's like on a random timer, so you don't get to fight it all the time, but when you do, it's an experience. It is fun. Its arch-tempered form especially really good because it's like adult Xeno basically is what they've sold it to us as. It's Xeno that is more control of its powers. Its sword, absolutely also one of the most amazing dragon elemental weapons that I have used, and its armor is just a beautiful. I'm sure you've seen it at some point. Holly and I have worn it together. The angel aesthetic and design that Xeno portrays is definitely shown in that armor, and it reflects it perfectly. And you know what? It is just fan-freaking-tastic to have an Elder Dragon this size, but still able to fight you, the hunter. It's not just wandering and, you know, lumbering about the place. And that's what makes Xeno just fantastic and unique. That its size doesn't restrain it from being able to fight you. This feels big, powerful, but still ultimately a fun and enjoyable hunt, that it is fighting you, not that you're just some fly to it. It knows that you're a threat. So you know what? And it is an amazing monster that is just, in my opinion, the queen. Actually, I said king, I think by accident, but Xeno being an angel is more closer to being queen of the Elder Dragons than anything else. So that is my list, ladies and gentlemen. Xeno, wrapping it up. Absolutely fantastic. When I got this game and I saw what it looked like, just its picture, I was like, oh my god, I need to fight this monster. And I'm like, this thing might just take out Kushala out of its mantle, and it did. It blew it out of the park, and it's an amazing experience. And you know what? I am so glad it's in the game. But let's go to the conclusion of this video, ladies and gentlemen. Xeno'jiiva, again, queen of the Elder Dragons, my personal favorite #1. Absolutely adore it. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like there is no better way to wrap up this year and this decade with this video. It is the perfect time to release it. You know, it could be a few days later, I don't know, depending on time of release, but it's a good way of summing up a journey of base Monster Hunter World. Again, please let me know what your favorites were. I'm really interested to know. And remember, links down in the description to check out the original fights if you haven't seen them already. But then what the hell are you doing here? You're spoiling it for yourself. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? This isn't the only thing that I'm doing to sum up the, best of. I've got some compilations that are in the works to sum up all the year's projects into a bunch of compilations. So those will be coming up pretty soon, pretty much really pretty soon after this one's released. So please be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be really, really good. From the first video released in this year to the last one, everything featured a whole bunch of good compilations, featuring the good, the bad, and the ugly, all of that. You know what? I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, I really hope that you enjoyed it. It's been a real journey. Thank you for sticking and supporting this base Monster Hunter World series, and as always, we move on to bigger and better things. Iceborne, I know you've had a little taste of it in the Christmas episode, but there is more to be seen from that. So again, more in the new year. Iceborne, definitely. What a way to start 2020 and to move on with the brand new stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, as always, my name is SPARTAN, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.